Hello and welcome to me poking myself in the eye 2 seconds in before we've even started. So today I'm going to take some of my original art and slap it onto my face with face paint. So this is the first time I've used eyeshadow with the face paint. I was hoping it would give me the same vibe and texture in my drawing, like the powdery, chalky look, but I had no idea if it was going to work out or how pigmented it would show up. Later on you'll see, but I am so happy with how it turned out. I think it might be my favorite part of the whole look. I'm definitely going to have to try to use eyeshadow in the same way again. I'm really proud of how far I've come with this medium, and I'm excited to continuously improve. Before, I would have been too stressed out to draw outlines like this, like on my chest and my forehead. I'd usually just slap on a bunch of different colors and attempt something more vague. It'll still look good, but this was the first time I really felt like my painting skills were slowly coming up to the level of my drawing on paper skills. I wish you could see it. You can't really tell, but in real life, some of the eyeshadow I was using was more metallic and shiny. So that's why I'm having a lot of fun just layering it and layering it. The reason why my mouth is moving so much, and it will get worse, I'm listening to music while I'm doing this because this took me 4 hours. If I wasn't singing along to something and dancing in my chair, I would have gone insane. The section I'm working on right now, the purple section, it kind of looks like a rabbit. Eventually the shape will change and it'll stop looking like a rabbit, but I didn't notice that while painting. I only noticed it afterwards while editing the time lapse. Something that I wish I did a bit differently, I wish I was a bit more spontaneous, especially with the color choices and the shapes. I was trying to focus on copying the original too much, and not to dismiss what I did here, I think this painting turned out amazing. I think I did a good job. It's just a reminder, a lesson that I can trust myself. But that's fine. I wanted to make sure to include this yellow section that kind of looks like an egg yolk because, and this is purely accidental, it's subconscious, especially when I'm not using any references. When I make art, it'll end up just looking like space egg. I don't know how else to describe it. It's like a egg face, egg head shape with space surrounding it in some way. So I wanted to make sure to include that. You know how people joke about reverting to their middle school interests and selves during the recent events that started in a certain year? For me, I started listening to Taylor Swift again when Folklore came out. So worth it. I recorded this video almost a year ago, so I was slowly absorbing all the nostalgia at this point. So it had been about 5 years since I had listened to her old songs, specifically the song Mine from the Speak Now album. And look, it had been so long. I'm practically a stranger to whoever I was in like 7th grade-ish. The bridge just got to me. And yep, that's me trying not to cry on all my hard work. Usually my eyes get watery at some point during the process of face painting because I get tired or I accidentally poke myself in the eye. This just happens every time. But nope. This time it was a Taylor Swift bridge. I have recorded evidence of my eyes almost betraying me due to a Taylor Swift bridge. That's iconic. To me and only me, maybe, at least. Thank goodness I wasn't listening to like Hoax, you know. We've gotten to the really satisfying part where I draw on all the stars. I'm using I don't know what this is called. Nail design tool? Dotting tool? We're just gonna call it a dotting tool. I'm using the dotting tool for the stars, which is a genius move. I don't remember if I came up with this idea or someone else did. I'm just gonna take credit for it. It was super helpful because I was able to get the shape and the size that I wanted. At this point, I could be done, but I'm going to be extra. So a few days leading up to this moment where I personified my artwork, I tried to do the illusion thing where you draw eyes on top of your eyelids, and I've already messed up. This is foreshadowing. And you know what? That's fine. Today wasn't the day. I wanted to do it for Fetus Me. I wanted to do it for Baby Bonnie. Because the first time that I watched that Pirates movie where Captain Jack Sparrow has like the paint on his face and he like has his eyes closed, but it looks like his eyes are open, and then he actually opens his eyes, I was like blown away. I was like, I want to do that. I want that to be me one day. It looks so bad. It's so lopsided, and instead of like just wiping it off my face and starting over, I'm just like, you know what? We're just gonna do something else. I just immediately gave up. We are just gonna keep moving forward. I am not going to apologize for the mirror obstructing my face. I had to concentrate. I needed to focus and see what was going on. These turn into Yzma eyelashes very fast. By the way, there is no plan right now. Before, I had a very clear direction. Right now, I'm just panicking and trying to power through as much as possible. No brain cell, I'm just doing it. Why am I painting white dots all over my eyelids? I don't know, we're going with this. Hey, I want it to be spontaneous. Now is the moment. And you know what? It turned out great. I think it matches the vibe so well. I think it's very fun. This is me attempting a creepy doll stare. Oh, you thought we were done? Psych, gotta paint those hands. I did get paint on my clothes right away. I freaked out, but then 2 seconds later I was like, oh yeah, duh, I can just cover it up with my hand when I pose. Enjoy these photos that I edited of me just floating in a void. Thank you so much for going on this journey with me. I think next time I might post my Darth Maul attempt.